Hey everyone, my name is Bizaster and welcome to or back to my channel. I hope you're doing well because I am personally not. You see, I've made a huge mistake. If you're a longtime subscriber, you may remember that back in 2022, I made a two-part review series on Xenoblade Chronicles 1, calling it my favorite game of all time. And while I still hold that game in very high regard, I'm afraid to say that another game has stolen that throne. That game being the Nintendo 3DS game Face Raiders. For those who don't remember this game or don't know of it, basically Face Raiders was a free game that came pre-downloaded on every 3DS console. And like the other free pre-downloaded games on the console, like Street Pass and the AR games, the primary goal of Face Raiders was to showcase a function of the 3DS, in this case the camera function. And if there's one thing that Nintendo's really good at, it's making gimmicky games that are fun. The Wii had them, the Wii U had them, the original DS had them. In fact, the original DS had Photo Dojo, a game very similar in quality to Face Raiders that essentially acted as a precursor to it. God, I really want to play that game again. Anyways, like pretty much all of Nintendo's gimmick-focused games, Face Raiders was a game most audiences played for a little while and had fun with before brushing it off as some sort of joke. But recently, I discovered that this wasn't the case at all. As you may remember from my The Problem with YouTube video, me and my ex-wife, Susan from YouTube, had a pretty messy divorce, and to be honest with you guys, the two of us still aren't on the greatest terms. You see, just recently, I lost against her in a court battle, which resulted in me losing custody of our children. And needless to say, I was distraught about this severe loss in my life. My three kids, Naruto, Scott, Murphy, and I don't actually remember the rest of their names. Note to editing phase me, come back to this part later. My three kids, all of whom I love very much, were gone. I lost custody of them, and Susan told me that I'm not allowed to see them or visit them at any time. And because of this, I'll admit that, yeah, I fell into a bad drinking habit. Yeah, I was drinking, gambling all my money away on Minion Rush tokens. It was a nightmare. It was a fucking nightmare, dude. The things that depression and alcohol will do to you. I just couldn't stop fucking buying Minion Rush tokens. I couldn't stop even when I didn't want to. I just kept fucking buying them, dude. It was awful. Till one day, I was in the bar as usual, you know? Just in the bar, drinking, playing fucking Minion Rush. But then the bartender, Ren, who you may know from some collaboration videos I've done on this channel, she just slid me her 3DS. She gave it to me and just said, I know what you're going through right now, and what you need to play is to play Face Raiders. First, I just laughed it off. Face Raiders? That was the game I'd play when I had nothing else to play on my 3DS. But then, one day, coming back from the bar, I was bored as fuck. My phone had died from playing too much fucking Minion Rush, so I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll get on this 3DS and see what Ren was telling me about. And what I experienced changed my life. Face Raiders is so much more than some gimmicky throwaway game that you have fun with for a few hours before moving on to the games that the 3DS is really known for, like Real Heroes Firefighter 3D. In fact, it's barely even a game. It's a masterpiece, a lifestyle. It's everything to me. But why is that? Well, let's start off by talking about the gameplay. The concept is a simple one. You take a picture of either yourself, another person, or hell, even your dog or an anime character. There are lots of possibilities. When I played the game for this review, I just went the simple route and decided to take a picture of myself. But where Face Raiders really shines is in terms of the intrinsic details that it never fails to encapsulate. The in-game camera recognizes even the most minuscule facial The in-game camera recognizes even the most minuscule facial features in order to create a perfect evil floating head replica of yourself, and even tells you what age it thinks you are. And that's also extremely accurate. In my case, Face Raiders thought that I was an infant male, which is actually completely and entirely true. The actual gameplay, unsurprisingly, is a masterclass in game design. You move your 3DS around as it uses stellar AR functionality in order to help you find and defeat the evil, decapitated flying versions of yourself. And there's not a single feeling in this world that's more exciting than defeating the final boss. Getting asked out by someone you like? No. Meeting a younger sibling when they're born? No. Getting your first paycheck? No. Losing your virginity? Come back later. And to keep from getting repetitive and to keep it fun, the game introduces you to a whopping total of 6 stages. 6! Can you think of a higher number than 6? No. Each stage is brilliantly created, and they're each more fun to play than the last. Moving on, we have the soundtrack, or should I say, the greatest collection of music ever recorded. After I played the game again for this video, I came to the realization that every album I had heard before playing and every album that I would hear afterwards were all dog shit. I took every vinyl in my collection and threw them into a garbage can. No other music shall ever grace my ears again. Only Face Raiders. 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 If you were worried that the game's visuals wouldn't look like what someone on acid sees in their sleep, well, you can let your fears go. I, for one, have always wanted the opportunity to make myself, my friends, and my family become absolute nightmare fuel, and it's an opportunity that I finally have. Thank you, Face Raiders. The characters are probably one of the best parts about the game because they can, well, literally be anything that you want them to be. You can take pictures of anyone, anywhere with your 3DS and turn them into flying evil heads for you to kill. My favorite places to take my 3DS are weddings and funerals, especially funerals, because there is nothing that grieving people love seeing more than their dead loved ones flying around and making weird-ass noises. Trust me, I checked. But notice how I said that that was one of the best parts, not the best part. Because you know what the best part of this game is? The story. Face Raiders doesn't have a story, you might say, and my response is that you are dead fucking wrong, you stupid fucking dumbass idiot. What the fuck are you doing here? In the seemingly simple game mechanics of Face Raiders lie a story so deep it makes Franz Kafka look like Colleen Hoover. As you play the game, progress through the different stages, take different pictures, you begin to realize what the game is all about. It's not just some form of mindless yet fun entertainment, it's a representation of the human experience and the cycle of everyone's lives. No matter how many evil flying versions of our heads, or our family's heads, or our friends' heads that we shoot, more just keep on coming. Sure, you can come out of the stage as a champion having defeated the final boss, but you can very much lose as well, signifying the inescapable nature of both ourselves and others. Take me, for example, progressing from stage 1 to stage 2, stage 3 to the next. I kept finding more and more copies of myself that I had to defeat, and when I won, I felt a sense of accomplishment for overcoming myself, but when I lost, it was a reminder that trying to escape myself can be futile and leave me in a desolate state. Face Raiders isn't just a game, it's an experience that transcends from a 3DS screen to reality and leaves a lasting impact. Or, I'm just going fucking insane because I just lost custody of my fucking kids and I've been playing fucking Face Raiders for the Nintendo 3DS nonstop for the past few days. You fucking did this to me, Susan. Don't you fucking forget that, dude. All I want is to see my kids again, man. All I want is to see my kids again, but no. You ruined me. You ruined my fucking life. You left me with nothing. You left me with nothing but fucking depression and a fucking alcohol addiction and a fucking Minion Rush addiction. And now I have this 3DS. Oh, now I'm addicted to fucking Face Raiders. Look at me. Oh, yeah, I love Face Raiders. Oh, it's my life. I love Face Raiders. It's my life. Oh, please kill me, Susan. Please end me. I can't take this anymore. I hate everything. I have nothing. So yeah, in conclusion, that's why Face Raiders is the greatest game of all time and gets a 10 out of 10. See you next time, baby. Subscribe for more dumb bullshit, Subscribe. I love you.